In the shadow of international politics, the winds of conflict have swept through Ukraine and Russia, marking a dramatic chapter in their shared history. This tale unfolds against a backdrop where military strategies and national destinies intertwine, offering a glimpse into the relentless pursuit of power and sovereignty. Our story begins with a striking revelation from August 2024, a month when Ukraine launched a formidable offensive on the Kursk region of Russia. This was a historic moment, marking the first ground offensive by a foreign army against Russia since the tumultuous days of World War II. The audacious move was aimed at compelling Moscow to draw back its forces, halting their advance in Donbass, particularly in the Luhansk and Donetsk regions. The stakes were high, and the world watched as Ukraine sought to strengthen its negotiating position under the resolute leadership of President Volodymyr Zelensky. Yet the unfolding events did not align with Ukrainian expectations. The Russian armed forces, initially caught off guard, quickly regrouped. By reinforcing the front with tens of thousands of soldiers, they managed to halt Ukraine's progress in Kursk. The morning of January 5th witnessed a Ukrainian counteroffensive against the village of Berdyan, a move seen as a demonstration of Ukraine's resilience and strategic tenacity. Observers speculated that Ukraine intended to showcase its ability to challenge the Russian military and fortify its standing for future negotiations. Amidst these maneuvers, whispers of international diplomacy began to surface. Reports emerged that the newly elected U.S. President, Donald Trump, was advocating for Ukraine to engage in negotiations with Moscow post-inauguration. However, the Ukrainian offensive seemed to fall short, as intelligence sources revealed by January 17th that Berdyan remained outside Ukraine's grasp. As Russia maintained its stronghold, concerns reverberated across the globe, particularly in Great Britain. The Kremlin expressed unease regarding the prospect of NATO-affiliated military infrastructure emerging in Ukraine. On January 16th, a significant development unfolded as President Zelensky and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer inked a bilateral agreement spanning a century. This accord outlined mutual options for constructing and maintaining military infrastructure in Ukraine, encompassing military bases, logistic facilities, and war reserves. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov articulated Russia's apprehensions, while also highlighting Britain's unwavering support for Ukraine since the conflict's onset. London's commitment was substantial, with pledges amounting to at least £7.6 billion, or $9.7 billion US dollars, in military assistance encompassing tanks, armored vehicles, ammunition, and air defense systems. This long-term military aid was part of a centennial agreement, ensuring annual support until the financial year 2030-2031. The British Ministry of Defence's declaration in August underscored the strategic partnership, with Ukrainian armed forces reportedly utilizing British weapons for operations on Russian soil. However, beneath the diplomatic surface, tensions simmered. A report from The Telegraph hinted at discussions between Prime Minister Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron about deploying peacekeepers in Ukraine. The Russian embassy in London viewed these developments with suspicion, labeling the British government's actions as provocative and warning of the potential for escalation. Russia's narrative pointed to previous negotiations between Moscow and Kiev in Istanbul, Turkey, in March 2022. The talks had nearly culminated in a peace agreement before Kiev's unexpected withdrawal, allegedly under Western and particularly British pressure. This decision, according to Moscow, perpetuated the conflict with the intention of strategically undermining Russia on the battlefield. As the world watches, this complex saga of military maneuvers, international diplomacy, and the quest for peace continues to evolve, posing a crucial question. In a world where power dynamics are ever shifting, how far will nations go to secure their interests, and at what cost? As we ponder these intricate geopolitical threads, we invite you to join us in exploring further. Subscribe for more insights and stories that delve into the heart of global affairs. As we delve deeper into the heart of this geopolitical labyrinth, the intricate dance between military might and diplomatic maneuvering becomes ever more apparent. The narrative of Russia and Ukraine's ongoing conflict is not merely a tale of territorial skirmishes, but a profound testament to the enduring impact of historical tensions and strategic ambitions. At the forefront of this unfolding drama is the Kursk region, a name that now resonates with the echoes of military operations and strategic advancements. In the early days of January 2024, the region witnessed a concerted effort by Ukrainian forces to reclaim lost ground. This was a testament to Ukraine's unwavering resolve, even as Russian reinforcements, including North Korean soldiers, bolstered Moscow's defenses. The stakes were high as Russia aimed to regain control over territories previously captured by Ukraine, and the numbers told a story of intense military engagements. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, the Russian Air Force, drone units, missiles, and artillery had, by then, attacked 152 targets in Ukraine, encompassing military airports, production facilities, and troop concentrations. This relentless offensive underscored Russia's strategic intent to weaken Ukraine's military infrastructure, employing a combination of cutting-edge technology and traditional warfare methods. The statistics were startling, with Russia claiming the destruction of 652 combat aircraft, 283 helicopters, and over 40,000 drones. These figures, staggering in their scale, painted a vivid picture of the conflict's intensity as both sides grappled for supremacy. Yet amidst the smoke of battle, another narrative unfolded, one that involves strategic partnerships and international alliances. The January 17th report from Russia highlighted its military's efforts to consolidate control over the Kursk region, reclaiming 800 square kilometers of territory previously under Ukrainian control. This was a significant achievement for Moscow, reinforcing its position in the face of Ukrainian counterattacks. However, the broader implications extended beyond the battlefield, touching upon the intricate web of global alliances and geopolitical strategies. As Russia solidified its hold over Kursk, the specter of NATO's influence loomed large. The bilateral agreement between Ukraine and the United Kingdom, with its century-long scope, signaled a deepening of military cooperation that had far-reaching implications. The accord's provisions for constructing and maintaining military infrastructure in Ukraine were seen as a strategic move to counterbalance Russia's regional influence. This development, while a testament to Ukraine's determination to bolster its defenses, also raised questions about the long-term consequences of such alliances. The Kremlin's response, articulated by Dmitry Peskov, reflected a deep-seated concern about the encroachment of Western military infrastructure on its borders. These fears were compounded by the United Kingdom's steadfast support for Ukraine, manifesting in substantial military aid and strategic cooperation. As the conflict continued to unfold, the geopolitical landscape became increasingly complex, with the interests of multiple nations intersecting in a high-stakes game of strategy and power. In this intricate tapestry, Ukraine's counteroffensive efforts in Berdyan served as a focal point, highlighting both the challenges and opportunities inherent in the ongoing struggle. Despite initial setbacks, Ukraine's resolve remained unshaken, driven by a desire to assert its sovereignty and secure a stronger negotiating position in future diplomatic engagements. The involvement of international actors, particularly the United Kingdom, underscored the global dimension of the conflict, as nations sought to navigate the delicate balance between supporting Ukraine's aspirations and managing their own strategic interests. As we navigate these complex narratives, we're left with an enduring question. In a world where alliances are forged and broken on the anvil of geopolitical interests, what future awaits the regions caught in the crossfire of international ambitions? We invite you to join us in unraveling these intricate threads, exploring the stories that shape our world. For more insights and analyses, subscribe and stay connected with us as we continue to delve into the heart of global affairs. As we continue to weave through the intricate layers of this geopolitical saga, the interplay of military strategy, diplomatic negotiation, and international alliances becomes increasingly nuanced. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine serves as a microcosm of broader global tensions, where the stakes transcend regional borders and touch upon the very fabric of international relations. At the crux of this unfolding narrative lies the strategic significance of military operations, as evidenced by the actions of the Russian armed forces in the Kursk region. With meticulous precision, Russia has aimed to consolidate its territorial gains, asserting control over crucial areas while fending off Ukrainian counterattacks. The figures presented by the Russian Ministry of Defense are staggering, highlighting the scale and intensity of the ongoing conflict. From the destruction of thousands of drones to the neutralization of numerous military vehicles and weapon systems, these statistics underscore the relentless pursuit of military dominance. Yet beyond the battlefield, the political and diplomatic ramifications of this conflict reverberate on a global scale. The strategic alliances forged amidst this turmoil have profound implications for the future of international relations. The United Kingdom's steadfast support for Ukraine, encapsulated in the century-long bilateral agreement, reflects a commitment to bolstering Ukraine's defense capabilities and countering Russian influence. This partnership, while a testament to Ukraine's resolve and the UK's strategic interests, also raises questions about the long-term consequences of such alliances. The Kremlin's concerns about NATO-bound military infrastructure underscore the geopolitical tensions that simmer beneath the surface. Moscow's apprehensions are not unfounded, as the specter of Western military presence at its borders poses a direct challenge to its regional influence and security ambitions. The intricate dance of diplomacy and military strategy continues to unfold, with the interests of multiple nations intersecting in a complex web of alliances and rivalries. As we delve deeper into this narrative, the actions of key global players come into sharper focus. The involvement of the United States, as exemplified by reports of President Donald Trump's advocacy for negotiations post-inauguration, adds another layer of complexity to the evolving geopolitical landscape. These diplomatic overtures, while indicative of a desire to de-escalate tensions, also highlight the delicate balance of power that defines international relations. The broader implications of these developments extend beyond the immediate conflict, touching upon the strategic calculations of nations seeking to navigate a rapidly changing world order. In this high-stakes environment, the pursuit of national interest becomes a delicate balancing act, where the lines between ally and adversary blur in the quest for strategic advantage. As we stand at the crossroads of history, the enduring question remains: in a world defined by shifting alliances and geopolitical ambitions, what role will diplomacy play in shaping the future of international relations? We invite you to join us on this journey of exploration and discovery, delving into the stories that shape our world. For more insights and analyses, subscribe and stay connected with us as we continue to unravel the complex tapestry of global affairs.